Welcome back, people. Picking up where we left off with the tools only run in Elden Ring. That guy on the bridge is honestly really annoying. I always seem to get just clobbered spontaneously by him. Yeah, there is a Tibia Mariner there. We could fight it, but there's really no reason to. Honestly, these are some of the easiest enemies to fight on Torrent. Like, Torrent just so thoroughly trivializes them. Okay, we're going to get invaded. Before we get mangled, I am just going to go ahead and activate this. What the? Oh, I really thought I had her there. That was a very well-timed jump. Alright, well now we gotta wait for her to respawn because honestly, like, she is the reason that I was coming here. Okay, she should be spawning in now any moment. Really? For goodness sake, Anastasia. Spawn. I'm just going to cheese you, but that's okay. There you are. Oh my gosh. She's gone. Also, this hat covers so much of the screen. This one will hit her. There we go. Alright, we've got the Sacred Scorpion Charm. That will help us when we eventually get some of our later tools. Now, let's think about what we need to do, because there are a few things that I'd like to get before we take care of Radon, and I'm not totally certain what order I want to do them in. You know what? I think we'll start nice and simple. We'll head down the hill. Grab the Grace in... down the hill, grab the Grace that's in a tomb over here. And then we'll fight this putrid avatar. Truthfully, I'm pretty sure that there are at least a few ways that we could cheese this as well, but... I don't know what it's doing. Maybe it decided that I was out of range. I'm sorry, but this guy's worth a lot of runes. Well, not like an insane amount. The one that's worth an insane amount is elsewhere. But this guy's worth a good chunk of runes and really easy to cheese. Sadly, we don't have much use for the Flame Shrouding Cracked tier, so in fact we have quite literally no use for it. Cracked pot. Cracked pot. I feel like we're almost close enough to hit that thing with our bell. Well, anyway, got some runes. We can snag a quick level up. So right now we're gunning to get Faith to 22. Because that, with Marika's Scar Seal, will give us the faith to cast Golden Vow without dedicating our physic to it. Now see, there's one location that I really want to go. There's a cave that's right around here where we could get the Golden Scarab Talisman. But the thing is, we'd have to beat 2 Rot Knights, and I honestly don't know if we can pull that off right now. Because they hit hard, they inflict Scarlet Rot, and we're not fast, nor do we have fire damage. You know what, for now, let's just head into Caelid, snag that thing, snag that map, and go from there. I just like having the map unlocked. Hi, Big Burb. Now, what's this? Nascent butterfly, not really useful. Oh yeah, there's this entire area of putrid corpses. And there are lots of good doggos in Caelid, so that's nice. Trying to think if we have any reason to do Millicent's quest line. Hello there. There's a grace off to the left here somewhere. If I recall correctly, maybe just through this wall. Ah, that's the grace that I was thinking of. Farther down the hill. You know, it's kind of... that castle that you see up there in the distance is often very useful. Because right outside it, you can get Flame Grant Me Strength. Just inside it, you can get the talisman that gives you a strength buff. If you kill a big lion inside of it, you get Lion's Claw, the Ash of War.
Dear customer, welcome, valued. Please, I'm hungry.
He's so hungry. He's very hungry. I will buy a Preserving Bolus, though. I don't know why he talks about being hungry like that has something to do with runes, because I have never seen someone use runes for just a snack. I mean, do they eat runes? Also, never seen anyone selling food. Kindred of Rot. Kind of a cool enemy, but really annoying because they've got an attack that's basically 100 heat-seeking missiles. Oh, and up ahead here is Decaying Exikes, who we could probably fight right now. It would be worth a good chunk of runes, but I don't know if it's really all that necessary. And that's the sound of him waking up. But as long as we keep moving, he will just go back to sleep. And there we got Caleb. And this guy. Oh. See, I don't need that. I'd like the recipe to craft neutralizing boluses. Though I guess it's not actually that necessary. I have Flame Cleanse Me equipped. So yeah, this is Castle Redmane. Y'all could have seen it there in the distance. We might just go and grab a grace inside the castle. Save ourselves some time. Oh, and if we can make it up that tower, that would be nice too, because that tower has a talisman that may or may not apply to our tool. Oh, look at all the doggos. Oh, they want to come and say hi. Sorry, but Torrent gets spooked by doggos. I personally have nothing against you, but... Oh, Those guys are going out to play with the doggos. That's so nice. It's kind of sweet. Oh, how is there no fall damage there? Dang it. These guys are genuinely tricky for us because, well, we've got one way of dealing damage and it does no knockback. We might be able to cheese it though. Yeah, fighting regular enemies is about as annoying as fighting bosses in this run. Because in the end, it's going to be hard to get hits in. I was going to die there. Anything where the trick is just stay in close and keep pressure on. Stuff gets hard. There we go. Oh, that's the arrow's sting. I thought that was the arrow's reach, but no, that's back in Limgrave. Never mind, this was almost certainly not worth it. Because while the arrow's reach applies to all sorts of things and increases their range, the arrow's sting does not. Anyway. Rest at the site of grace. Oh wait. Do I have enough golden seeds? No, I'm short one golden seed if I want to add a charge to a flask. Wouldn't be a bad idea, though. So yeah, because we progressed Ronnie's quest line up to this point, the Way Gate is open and the Radon Festival is currently taking place. Which means we don't have to fight our way all the way through Castle Redmane. Nor do we have to fight the Leonian Misbegotten and the Crusader Knight, who are a double boss that we would otherwise have to face. I don't know why I'm resting here. You know what? Before we get farther in... Okay. I think it's 4,000 runes to get the...
Greeting.
Yeah, it's 4,000 runes for the Somber 3. So we're about 1,000 off. Is there anything nearby that we can just quickly gank for 1,000 runes? Probably not, so...
Something. Something.
There we go. We got it up to +4. And that literally only affects the scaling for our healing spells that we, as yet, haven't used. Anyway. We're going to duck into Raya Lucaria Academy because I want some slightly better armor. This is a strat that we could have done at the very start, but we didn't need the runes that were in Raya Lucaria, so I didn't really feel much need to worry about it. I'm just gonna de-aggro them real quick. We are going to die in just a minute here because honestly I haven't found a way to get through this next room that doesn't involve either clearing all the enemies or dying. It's these guys spawn. And it's just so much faster to die than to actually bother dealing with them. Not even exaggerating, that's the fast option. grab the grace and promptly die. And now we run off a little ledge here so we can grab this. And that's pretty much the only reason we had to come in here. But in case there's ever something else that we want, we will go a little bit further because there is a grace just ahead. Bye, doggos. So yeah, there are a lot of useful things in Raya Lucaria. It's just that I really don't want to have to fight Renala with her 80% magic resistance with my current kit. There we go. Much more durable. However, that's not all there is to do here. We really did pop all the balloons in this area. Hey, they're good for runes. I love how these guys have the same kit that I do. We're all just running around with a bell. Like, look at that. They're calling the bells to try and chase me down. Now, somewhere over along this wall, there is a cave that we want access to. Here it is. And this is going to be annoying. Because our general goal in this cave is to sprint on through to the boss and then hope that by some miracle we can beat the boss. Which will be tough because they have 40% magic resistance, among other things, and it's a double boss. Now the good thing is that their AI got nerfed into the dirt, which means that they, like, one of them kind of just watches while the other one does stuff. But I'm pretty sure that just reset all the poise buildup I had done. Yes! Okay, we broke its poise. Never mind. So now it should flinch on every hit and take a whole lot more damage. Okay, so now we just need to pepper this guy. And as long as we can keep the damage on, we will eventually break his poise, and then we should be good. It does mean that we kind of have to tank hits. Yes, we did it. Okay. So now we just need to flinch this guy to death. I should. I've got like 3 more blue flasks. Welcome to the stream, Steve McCann. Never mind, I have 1 more blue flask. But it should still be enough since I've managed to break him. Yes. Okay. See, that spell right there doesn't matter even slightly. But there is a very important spell for this run that is just up here. Prepare for about a minute of going up this elevator, because this takes us up the highest tower in Rea Lucaria. I think. I'm pretty sure it's the highest tower. I was actually surprisingly close. I did kind of... I probably should have gone and had Brother Corin teach me the magic negation spell. The magic negation incantation. Because I did kind of just have to face tank a bunch there. There was no other way to keep the pressure on them in order to break their poise. And if you don't break their poise, you are going to struggle. Anyway, this guy is about to walk off. Yep. Welcome to the stream, Rafkin. Ooh. Also, in hindsight, I probably should have done a quick quit out right in front of the boss room. So that would have let me cast a few buffs, including Blessing's Boon, before getting in there, so that I didn't have to face tank quite as much after I got in. I don't know why I sent that back up, but we're never coming back here, so it doesn't matter. Now, however, we have more or less our basic kit. We don't have enough to level up, but we now have our other major buff spell, Terra Magica. Which means, at this point, we will frequently be running around like this, with a seal in one hand and a staff in the other. So the way Terra Magica works, let's demonstrate damage real quick on this guy. 60 damage. Now, if we cast Terra Magica, $110 damage. I'm kind of not sure if they have the same resistances, but you get the idea. As long as I am in that space, out to about right... Well, as long as I'm in that space, I get a pretty massive buff to magic damage. I think it's 35%. And that will be very useful for a lot of things. Oh. Is there anything else that we should take care of while we're here? See, I'm really tempted to go and track down something that will give us an extra golden seed. Ooh, you know what would give us an extra golden seed? Hang on, this is easier than tracking down a tree dragon thingy. Am I currently being chased by a pig? I am currently being chased by a pig. I'm getting enemy music for a pig.
Is anybody there? Someone who
in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the Pulse. Oh, Urge, grant me succor! Hello? Is anybody there? Someone who might ask. What's your touch? I am Kenneth Height, and I have seen quite enough. Yeah, my men. Oh,
Bye, Kenneth.
Eltry. Why have you forsaken?
Thank you, Kenneth. For donating your golden seed to the cause. Yeah, I'm sorry, but that was just the fastest option for getting another flask. And I want another flask. You know what else would be a good idea now that I think about it? Almost forgot that this was a thing, but I could totally do with learning a new healing spell from Brother Corin. I think I've got the runes for it. I expected it'd be around 4,000.
How delightful. I've been doing some and will happen.
Okay, so Great Heal is 9,000, has a 15 faith requirement. So we can't afford it. But if that's only 15 faith,
Furthest I can happily spend.
then I imagine I might be able to learn Lord's Heal.
May the Golden Order shine.
Another option would be to go and another useful thing that we could spend some runes on would be getting Margit's Shackle from Patches. So that's one that I definitely like to have. Now this guy I really liked in my first playthrough, because he sells you the cookbook that lets you learn to make lightning pots, and those are really nice on a dex build. He also has stone sword keys, which I frequently wind up buying when I don't want to go and track them down. Anyway, let's go and see the gold mask. You know, I've never tried to just kill the gold mask. I don't imagine that you can, but it would be interesting. So this is a bit of a random thing. So if you talk to Brother Corin there, he has learned one new spell. Maybe two. I think he also learns Lightning Fortification. But he learns just a couple of new spells. But then if you walk down the bridge, talk to Goldmask and come back, he gets more new spells.
From your description, call bless, and to you too. May the golden...
And he honestly becomes easier to get to like this, because you just pop through here, pop across the waygate. right there. Of course, once we break the seal on Altus, then he becomes an absolute pain to get to. Welcome to the stream, Brittle Lizard.
Thanks to you, and taking my place. Have no fear, though we must do so. The Master, while I friend, though I know that the golden...
Yeah. At some point, we might decide to pick up a few of these fortification spells. Also, for some reason, I thought, yeah, this isn't where you get Lord's Heal. Lord's Heal is in Marika's bedchamber. Anyway, at some point, we will have the runes for that. Gonna grab a few more things. There are a couple of tiers for the physic that would be very nice to have right about now. Well, for future, not so much for now. These two are a nightmare. I don't think I've even bothered trying to kill them since my first playthrough. Because they're so durable. They take so much damage. Hello. So this guy is useful mainly for... where is it? This thing. The Sentry's Torch. Sentry's Torch reveals invisible enemies. We don't need it right now because we're not going anywhere currently that has invisible enemies, but it is a nice thing to have access to. Now for the real reason we came up this way. You know what would be really cool to get in the DLC? I just thought of this. We have draconic incantations for so many things, but there isn't a ghost flame dragon. And that would be a really cool option to have. Twiggy Cracked Tear. In my opinion, one of the most generally useful wondrous physic ingredients in the game. And we're just gonna go around these big guys. Stop picking on my dog. Do we want to try and fight DTS right now? It would be a lot of runes, which would be very nice to pick up. And we can fight it on Torrent, which means we might be able to do some kiting. But it would take a long time to get the kill. Alright, so I mistimed that mounting of Torrent. You might see why I was thinking, do we or don't we, as opposed to, yeah, let's do this. Because Draconic Tree Sentinel is one of the more difficult bosses on Altus Plateau, mainly just because it hits like a truck. Why is Torrent at such low health? Dang it, it teleported back to the start. Dang it, I'm throwing. Yeah, I don't feel like doing this right now. We're going to grab our runes and go. Funny thing is, there is a cheese strat that we might hypothetically be able to do. I just don't know if the... I don't know... if we can use our Spirit Calling Bell fast enough. Dang it. We have to parry it. We have to parry it, and I really suck at the parry timing for this guy. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna bother with this. I want to go down the hill and grab a nearby grace for future convenience, but then we're gonna leave DTS to its own devices. We can say hi to some bears real quick, though, so that's exciting. Hello, bears. The second one was taking a nap over there, in case you didn't see it. The thing is, we are level 43 right now, which feels a little bit low level to take on Radon, but at the same time, I'm not immediately thinking of any enemies that would be easier for us to deal with right now. Outside, like, anything that would give us a good chunk of runes, outside of just cheese. Which means, barring thinking of alternatives, I guess we're going to go and fight a tree sentinel that we aren't supposed to be high enough level for. But frankly, tree sentinels don't cause us much issue. And I just straight up want levels. That's about all I'm really concerned with at the moment. I don't even know why I'm bothering to grab these. I don't think we can use them for anything in this run. I don't suppose I could get you to come and, like, stand in the lightning, could I? It wouldn't let me get up. Come on. And I think I was outside the Stake of Marika range, too. Dang it. Means we have to walk all the way back there. Look at that, we got a stand spray. So yeah, this is going to take a minute. This guy is worth like 50,000 runes, so I think it'll be time well spent in comparison with the options that we have to earn runes. Ooh, that was close. I think that probably would have hit if it hadn't somehow gotten stuck on the tree. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm kind of systematically clearing out the various crap on the battlefield to make it easier to see and to give my little bell things time to make their way there. We are running low on mana, though. We only have one flask after this. Welcome to the stream, Lastborn. We are trying to kill a rotten tree. One more. Oh my gosh. Oh no! No! I was one hit shy. Which means I've got to do it again. Maybe this isn't my best idea. Welcome to the stream, Be Marching, and thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. I really thought this would take like 2 tries max. And that's why I'm not trying to fight this thing head on, because I just don't think it's a good idea, but it can't be much worse of an idea than the way I'm currently going about it. I got stuck. I couldn't move. I was wedged on a tree. Okay, I'm going to try shaking up my strategy real quick. Cast Terra Magica, begin spammage. Leave its area. I don't know if that... I mean, it took damage from the lightning. I mean, I guess slowly baiting it in a straight line might be better damage. Or at least more reliable. I almost ran off the cliff there. So this is slow for sure. I should probably pop a physic at this point. It'll give me a buff to magic damage. pop the Fowl's Foot. Opaline Hard tier is excellent. Stone Barb Crack tier isn't bad, but it's not great for this build, when poise is so negligible anyway. And a little over 100,000 runes. I would say that was worth it. Even if it took a while, that was probably faster than what I would have gotten had I done something more sensible. More reasonable to our current level. We are not going to try and fight Grail, though. It only stood in lightning, like, it only took a direct hit, I think, once. And that wasn't even in an attempt that I succeeded on. Okay. 4 levels there gets us the baseline that we were gunning for. And now we're just going to start pumping vigor. Truthfully, I would like to have about 30 vigor to face Radon, but we might give it a try at this level. I mean, I'm sure I could find... Grail would take so long. Yeah. No, Grail has 1 billion hit points. Resistance to damage. I mean... Okay, so real quick. The positive would be that we could endlessly use Terra Magica. If I could find where to hit. Where am I supposed to be hitting this thing? Is it just a straight up immune to tools damage at its tail? Does it only get affected by weapons and spells or something? I don't know what's happening there. Anyway... Trying to think if there's anything else that would be a good idea to do to prepare. While we're here, while we have the runes for it, I am going to go buy... you know what, we don't really need Margit's Shackle for anything right now. We'll go and visit Brother Corin. Really? How have they already moved? They shouldn't be able to get into the city. Location... He's supposed to still be here. It says after gaining access to Lanedell Royal Capital, he will move there together with Gold Mask outside the Colosseum, but I don't have access yet. Brother Corin, you're supposed to still be here. This isn't like some weird bell-bearing hunter scenario, is it? Because I think I would have found out about that in all of my time spent looking at bosses on these maps. Oh, I hate you so much, Corin. Why you gotta do me like that, bruh? Okay, well, time to go and get Margit's shackle. I can't get greater heal.
Hello again. Cheers for that.
7,700 runes. I guess we can take a second to go and buy that torch. Then I guess we'll go and do some Radon attempts. I have a feeling they will go poorly. But we are going to give it our best shot. The funny thing is, I'm here saying, oh yeah, let's go and give Radon a shot, and yet I'm avoiding the Rot Knights in... the Clean Rot Knights in, Oh, hang on, I upgraded Faith. I can swap out my Physic a bit. So I don't need the Faith Knot tier. So the top choices at the moment for my second half are Intelligence Knot and Opaline Hard tier. But I think I'm going to go with the Intelligence Knot tier. There's one other thing that I want to do. It doesn't give me much healing, but frankly, I want a better idea of what the... Doesn't give me much healing, but I want a better idea of how much damage it's going to take to kill Radon.
There you are. The players are all made up. I'm waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Rani's sake, too. Into the fray together.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radon, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle. Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune. A celebration of war. The Radon Festival!
Ah, if it isn't a tarnished warrior. I am the warrior Jar, Iron Fist Alexander.
Hi, Alex. Sorry I didn't come and help you. I was distracted by other stuff.
For whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radon himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, gosh. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal. Be sure to get a eye.
Okay, Alex. Oh, is there anything worth grabbing up here? No, there are not any starlight shards up here. There is a somber 5. Ooh, hang on. I need to go and see EG because that is what my current seal needs.
Well, last war.
There we go. A little buff to my healing. It's not much, but there's a pretty realistic chance that I will need to use some of my spell healing for this anyway.
Champions, welcome.
Yeah, you already did that speech.
The festival is nigh.
Are you good in the festival?
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture.
Hey, Leonard. Leonard is Radahn's horse. Like, that is semi-canon.
General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike.
He's a good he's a good horse,
like a
though.
dog. Howling at the sky.
But now, we must make merry.
O gathering of champions, the revels begin.
Ooh, he's packing his
The
Y-hander.
celebration of war. The Radahn Festival.
You will find the field of battle past the General Radahn divested of his wit and howling at the...
Alright. Let's go give it a shot. Yeah, so there's this neat little trick here where if you get out of his range like that, he cuts off his arrow shooting phase early, which is quite helpful. So can I just kite him to death? I kind of doubt it, but it's worth a shot. To jump there. Oh no, he's dodging. idiot. I'm so stupid. I totally could have done that, but I was dumb. Okay, let's try that again. I know I can do that. I was just thinking, oh shoot, if Torrent dies again, I'm kind of screwed, but I had other things that I should have been worrying about. If nothing else, the slow movement of this means that, this thing has range to make up for its slow movement, and the fact that it is so slow means that so the fact that it is so slow means that bosses don't even try to dodge. I can usually dodge that, but I did it wrong. Oh man, that takes so long. Okay. So yeah, you notice how he despawns there? That's a nice trick to skip his arrow phase. For the life of me, it takes, I don't know if it's something about my build or what, but I feel like I'm taking longer than usual to get up if I fall off my horse. Excuse me, my dog. Thank you for the posture, Redeem Beam Marching. So yeah, Radahn is a master of gravity magic. It says in his backstory that he started to learn it when he became massive because he didn't want to leave behind his favorite little horse. And that is Leonard. I thought he was doing something different. That wasn't even just me being reckless, that was me thinking he was doing something else. Dang it, okay. I really have to get my head in the game or we're going to be here a while. These are already really slow fights because my damage output is pathetic. Let's make it this time. The thing is, like, this may just seem like I'm kiting him, but I pretty much have to force him to actually go into them, because if he corners, they're just lost. Oh, yes. Whew. 91,000 runes after the foul foot. And now we get a really cool cutscene. Which is one of the main reasons we went for Radahn instead of Rennala. The other main reason is that Rennala has 80% magic resist, which means even though she's got like a third the health Radahn does, she would last twice as long. But that right there is the reason we needed to clear Radahn in order to progress in our tools only run. Because that just opened up the path to tool number 2. Touch grass. And how many blue flasks did we have left? 3. Okay, so yeah, we had more than enough magic to do that.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. Oh, what a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is...
Yeah, it is pretty sick how it's kind of nasty how I just rang a bell about 50 times, 60 times, and then he died.
Holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared.
I was doing like 80 damage a hit.
Irani's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more. for Mistress Rani. Let's meet with them. We'll go into... My only purpose is to fight for the curtains rising. Let's meet. We'll go into... My only purpose is the curtains rising.
And let's say hi to Alex, too. So a really cool thing is that after that, Alex's model changes and he becomes all cracked.
Hello there. It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward. And as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you.
So yeah, I like to think of my own lore in these situations, and my general assumption, if you do these fights solo, is that everyone was taking their shot, and you just happened to do it when you did it solo. Because you may have noticed when we were fighting, there were a bunch of gold summon signs on the field. You can actually summon like 8 allies who are all standing in the castle there. In order to fight Radon, and it's totally possible to just summon them and have them solo Radon, because you can summon them repeatedly. If they die, you can just revisit their summon sign after a little while. But yeah, honestly, I would say that the coolest fight in this game is doing this fight the way that it's intended, where you summon everyone and you're all going to town on Radon and he's just shredding all of you and it's chaos. It's such a cool fight. It was my favorite fight first playthrough. And it still took me several tries, because I wasn't especially good at it, and also... when I did it, yeah, I wasn't especially good at it, and I didn't know that you could resummon the allies. Okay, let's get some levels in here. Got some extra vigor. That'll be nice to have around. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, or at least I'm taking a guess that now... Well, no, because you have to talk to some folks before it changes states. So yeah, this is Witch Hunter Jeren.
At last, the war festival has ended. Brave champion, you have our gratitude. The celebration was spectacular. General Radon is surely pleased. Festering with rot and crippled by madness, all he wanted was an honorable death. Finally, my work is done. I'm no longer bound to this fortress. I have a task in mind. Old business, you could say. You wouldn't understand. May we meet again, if the fates deign it. Brave champion. It's time I went on my way. May we meet again.
So yeah, his goal outside of what is happening in the festival is that he wants to kill Sorceress Selin. But you have to progress her plot like a lot in order for that to happen, and it's honestly a bit of a pain. In my first playthrough, I sided against him with Selin because, well, my first playthrough, I was a Spellblade. Pretty much an even split of sword and sorcery. And Selin was my first magic teacher, so I felt a certain amount of loyalty to her. Of course, then she decides to go and mess up her own goals, and she kind of just faces the consequences of her own actions, so like, you can't really blame anyone for that. Let's go ahead and activate Radahn's Great Rune. We might decide to use it at some point. Oh. Still, that is some good progress. We now have the chance to do a couple of things that I really want to do. It will require us beating a specific boss, but that boss is the Mimic tier, and that can be as easy or difficult as you like. And I'm guessing now if we go back here, the festival is no longer on, and Redmane Castle has reverted to its hostile state. Yep, there is now a boss fight in there. Anyway. Ooh, we can do something very nice here. Now that we have 2 talisman pouches, if we go and talk to Enya, or now that we have 2 great runes, if we go and talk to Enya, we get talisman. We got a talisman pouch.
Only once before have I seen 2 great runes together. Look there.
Most likely with Vike.
Shuddered with exuberance. Fine work, brave Tarnished. The greater will is pleased. You have earned the right to become Elden Lord. Now, seek the Erd Tree and an audience with Queen Marika to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order. The Fingers expect as much from you as they do young Gideon. Take this, a token of farewell.
We got a 3rd talisman pouch.
Forth, become Elden Lord.
So yeah, we can receive power from the Remembrance, but once again, this Remembrance doesn't offer us anything that we need. We can also receive Radahn's equipment, which we might do at some point to progress Bok's quest line, but that's no rush.
Now go for.
However, there is something else that we can do here. We can use Radahn's Remembrance to gain 40,000 runes. Oh wait, I did that because I was thinking, oh yeah, 9,000 runes to buy that spell from Brother Corrin, but no, he's in Leyndell. I still need to beat DTS in order to get through there.
Well, wonderful. Make the journey to the capital. The two things you may be for we.
You know what else? Oh, actually, let's see what Radahn's Great Rune does, because I can't recall. I think it just boosts physical stats. Maximum HP, FP, and stamina. Okay, so it cranks up the bars at the top left. It wouldn't be bad. Oh, I've only got one rune arc. I was going to use it, but if I've only got one, I don't feel like using it. Hi, Roger. You doing alright? Let's go talk to Fia.
Would you like now?
Oh, the hat.
You are so very warm. I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so.
So to explain this a little bit more clearly, because she's kind of vague, I'm fairly certain that what happens is that when she gives hugs, she gathers a little bit of the life from others, and once she's full of that life and vigor,
despite all that,
she can go and sleep with a corpse and get pregnant, and she will give birth to the person to the corpse that she slept with. So, like, let's say there's a king who wants to live a second life. She gets pregnant by his corpse and gives birth to him, and he's born again. That seems to be the concept that's going on here.
Might I ask something of you? Could you please find the owner of this dagger and return it to them? A certain person gave it to me as a gift. It's a very precious thing. It must have a special place in the owner's heart.
And based on based on events in game, it seems like she most likely.
I'd like you to. It's a very. Then good day to you.
There seems to be a non-zero chance that her death is also part of the ritual, and yes, I assume so. Crazy thing is that when she got the call from the Guidance of Grace to come to the Lands Between, she was about to go through with it. But then she abandoned the task, and so she was cast out by her people for abandoning her duty. Seems sexist, fair enough. To be clear, that is my interpretation on how things go. It might just be that she just transfers the life force, but that doesn't seem like the way... That doesn't seem to make sense with some of the details. Anyway, before I do that, I am going to go and do something real quick. I just want to make sure that I don't get locked out of progressing a specific quest. Okay then. Now we have a death root. I just want to go and see if I can give this to Geraint without an introduction.
I smell it. Feed it me. Tarnished. I shall grant thee. Feed me.
Okay, Geraint. You don't have to push me. One of my favorite characters in this game, honestly. Okay, so now if we head back to the round table hold, I just wasn't sure if we had to have Dee's introduction in order to meet Geraint.
Heed those who live all the more, unless you've met, then owing I think you the power of the... Well, how did you get your... Well, I know very well. Why don't I return it to them for you? Good work.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate, lastborn. So now notice that he's no longer at his seat. Yeah, we're about to see a thing. Yeah, he's dead.
Finally, it is returned to its rightful place. The stolen Hallowbrand of the exalted noble. And now, I must bid you goodbye as well, though I ask you deliver this message to the Round Table Hold. I am Fia, deathbed companion.
Why?
Round Table. Disturb not the death of Godwin, the exalted. We who humbly live in death, live in waiting, to one day welcome our Lord. What right does anyone have to object? Our Lord will rise, the Lord of the many and the meek.
So, basically, first of all, some backstory. So, Dee is a pretty staunch proponent of the Golden Order. Specifically, he is a hunter of those who live in death. Whereas Fia is a deathbed companion, and her overarching goal is to try... Here, we'll put down Terra Magica. For no reason. It does nothing in this scenario, but it's kind of cool. Her overarching goal is to try and resurrect Godwyn the Golden, the first of the demigods to perish, who was assassinated by Ranni, funnily enough. Well, not directly by Ranni, but on her orders. So she is sort of pro those who live in death, whereas the Golden Order has declared them blasphemous, despite it being quite questionable whether that's even remotely reasonable. Anyway, we returned the dagger to Dee, and he more likely than not tried to kill Fia with it, and then she killed him. So yeah, it's a whole thing. We're not too involved in their politics this playthrough. We might fight Fortisax just because it's a cool boss fight, even though, honestly, it is probably the easiest of the Remembrance fights, other than Godric. But yeah, so D is dead. It's not super clear how exactly he's dead, given there is a vow of non-violence set across the round table hold. Oh. Crap, I have the Baldekin's blessing still, and... if we need another, we can track down Thea. Okay. Next thing to take care of. Oh, hang on. I kind of want to bop a couple of our flasks back over to red. I don't imagine we'll need 8 flasks worth of blue juice in order to, or 10 flasks worth of blue juice in order to carry on here. But yeah, so real quick, this is the result of the fight of killing General Radahn. So, Radahn's whole thing is very involved. More or less, there are a lot of beings from beyond the stars that have been showing up in the lands between over the years. I'm going the wrong way. And they're a big threat, so General Radahn, or as he is more commonly known, Starscourge Radahn, used his gravity magic to begin holding back the progress of the stars. However, this became a problem for various parties in the lands between, among others, Mikola, the Unalloyed, really needed the stars to move because he wanted to cause an eclipse for some stuff that he was trying to do. And as we've established in this playthrough, Ranni needs the stars to move because she needed access to this place, to Nokron. In order for her destiny to progress. So yeah, anyway, Radahn was holding back meteorites that were hurtling toward the surface of the Earth with the force of his will. That's a decent way to clear these rooms. Oh, did I miss one? Yes, I did. Why does it sound like a phone ringing? Because that's how I'm dealing damage. I am calling them and dealing damage via social anxiety. Okay. Next thing, and we are kind of just going to sprint through this space because I don't think there's anything that we really need here. And I kind of just want to get to the space after this. Nice. Well, anyway, that went well. And up next is the boss fight that we will be able to cheese pretty easily, all things considered. But first, here's a rune art. Okay, so here is the plan. We take off our clothes. Oh, I forgot to put on a new charm. Yeah, I guess that one. And I am assuming this thing won't know how to use tools. And that's kind of just my plan for this fight, is it won't know how to use tools, I will, and so I will be victorious. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. So yeah, there is the Mimic tier. Oh, hey, it does! Nice. Yeah, see, because he pre-rolls... Now, I want to test something. That did 85 magic. No, I do not benefit from his... Terra Magica, but I do benefit from my own, and that is more than enough. And he is kind of just picking up random rocks and throwing them at me, which is something that I can't do, but he can for some reason. So yeah, because I didn't give him any weapons for meaningful damage, and he loves to randomly cast spells that won't give him any benefit. Now, unfortunately, he does have Blessing's Boon, which means he can gradually regain health, but I am still keeping just barely ahead of it. Oh, you're still alive. There we go. The insane thing is that he's worth like 60,000 runes. Oh no, 10,000? There's a different one that's worth 60,000. So yeah, I shouldn't have given him any healing spells. That was my mistake. At least he can't actually cast heal, because that would have been annoying. Anyway. Now for our real goal, which we will have to make a stop before pursuing. Well, we don't have to, it's just I would like to grab the grace that's up in this area rather than the alternatives. I don't know why I'm resting. Funnily enough, the way to progress Ronnie's quest line is back down that one cliff there. But that is not why we're here. We are here to finally get a second tool. So yeah, tool number 2. We need to get out to here. Oh, crap. I forgot. You have to go across the top there. And that little skull she just dropped is not the thing because the thing is in the chest. But it would have been a pain to try and get the chest without killing her, so you know what? Don't question it. And just like that, we have tool number 2, the Ancestral Infant's Head. So, with the bell, we can do one of these. With the Ancestral Infant's Head, we can do this. And it will do a lot more damage, but it is obviously slow and costs a lot more FP. However, I don't think that it's necessarily even slower, so... Oh, I forgot. This place is a great place to pick up nascent butterflies. I can't even remember what crafting recipes they're in, but... might as well have them. We now have 2 tools, and it only took us killing 2 shard bearers to get there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I do want to test. Can I use this on horseback? I have to slow down to a walk for it. Now, one other important thing that we can get in this area is if we kill that singing person. Not this person, but they were in our way. Wait, what the? You were at, like, no health before. Oh, you're regaining health from that song? And just like that, she has dropped the item that we killed her for. If we can get it. The Shining Horned Headband. Nice. So the Shining Horn Headband is probably going to become our new primary hat. Simply because +3 mind is nice for the extra ammo, but this thing gives us a 20% damage buff on the Ancestral Infant's head. Which, if we can get an enemy to stand in that for just a few moments, will pile on the damage. And also do a lot of poise damage, which is pretty great. Oh, hang on. We're going to warp back there because I did waste some FP. I probably don't need it, but anyway. Now to take care of the next part of Mistress Ranni's quest. So that we can get one step closer to marriage. So one neat little thing here. If we just come along the roof over here and cause that thing to wake up and transform, it will literally run off the edge given a few moments. So yeah, it's packing a crossbow. Give it a moment. It'll struggle to find us. And there it goes, it's dead. Oh, for goodness sake. This one is just really annoying. So our alternative plan is to kind of just run past it. And then... Dang it. I was trying to do a quick quit out because there's a skip right around here that is kind of nifty. Oh well. Yeah, that did a number on us. And we are just going to give it a sec for this thing to float off. Or to wander off. Here, you can even get a somewhat decent view of it. I think it had to be a bit closer to wander off. Hang on. Okay. Now let's see if I can remember how to do this. I think it's over this way. There's a cool skip that you can do to get down there without having to do all of the side stuff. I'm just trying... Ah, this is it. I might want a weapon to swing. Dang it. I messed it up. You're trying to land on a little ledge like that. But I missed. Okay, we'll chill out back here for just a moment. Let that thing wander off a cliff to its death. There it goes. So what we're learning here is that I'm just not playing this bit intelligently. I mean, luckily, we're kind of into that part of the game where 7,000 runes isn't that big of a deal. Come on, wander off the edge. It's just that there's a whole long, winding path to get there, or we can do this one skip that last time I attempted it, I got first try. And you know, it feels like a simple choice. As long as I can get my quick quit-outs in order, even if we don't get it first try, we should be able to get back-to-back tries pretty quick. I wasn't sure. The thing is, you have to end up on the front side of that pillar, and that's somewhat precise. I'm not even certain if you have to jump to make it work. But I think we're going to cut out the bit where we wait for that one thing to eat itself off the ledge. I have to do the quit out when I get there, otherwise they're going to still be chasing me. And that's annoying. Dang it, I was so close to getting the quit out there. I think I do need a weapon to swing. So swinging the weapon gives you a tiny bit of extra forward momentum. Probably won't go too much longer after this, though, because I am getting hungry. I just want to knock this bit out. Maybe do 1 or 2 more attempts on Draconic Tree Sentinel. Oh, I wonder if I got that in time. I could hear it go. I could hear myself dying, but I did manage to quit out. So either we'll load back in, and I will instantly die, or will load back in and I'll have like half health, as I've taken partial fall damage. Oh, no, I lived. I hit A! Why didn't it quit out? Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. Now, we probably won't... Well, we might try Lane-Del skip when the time comes. Lane-Del skip is kind of cool, but I'm not very good at it on current patch. I haven't tried it on any earlier patches, but I know that the current patch skip is pretty finicky and precise. That said, I've gotten it twice, so it's definitely hypothetically possible. I went to the wrong part of the menu. So in order to do that, in order to do the quit out, it's plus up A, LB, A left A. And if I mess up the order on any of that, I don't get there. I just wanted to kind of send it. I wanted to give it a try. You know, if there is one positive about this run, it's that the hat selection is on point. Why? I'm messing this up. I think I'm missing the LB. Thank you for the hydrate, Lastborn. You realize you redeemed one 3 minutes ago, though, right? Oh wait, no. I'm just rereading a message that was already there. You know, at first I thought this was so easy because I did it first try the last time I attempted it. Well, now we're on like 12th try and it's not going that well. Okay, let's just be a little bit more particular about the setup. Yes! Okay, there it is. And now all we have to do is not get murdered. There's a way gate right there, but that's not what we're here for. We are here to grab this, the Finger Slayer Blade. And I am going to grab the Grace down there at the other end in case we ever feel like coming back through here. Oh, we got a Celestial Dew. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. These things hit hard. So yeah, had we gone the intended way, we would have had to make our way over to where that door is and come through. So now that I'm thinking about it, might not be as long and out of our way as I thought, but you know what? Don't worry about it. You got to see a cool skip. Plus, we are now officially at the point where we have 2 whole runes, or 2 whole tools.
Ah, it was thee, not blithe it seemeth. Even in my slumber I sensed it. It is in thy possession, is it not? The hidden treasure of Nokron. My thanks. Finally all the pieces are in place. Soon must I begin my journey. Upon the dark path only I may tread. Ah, but before...
Karian inverted
for thy
statue.
sterling efforts. A strange gift, perhaps. But a rare sort such as thee would welcome it, I'm sure. I must thank Torrent, too, for his part.
Torrent was
You
helpful.
may leave now.
Torrent was
It
very
but
important.
brief. But thou gavest me fine service. What is it? I, too...
And the Karian inverted statue gives us access to a couple of nice things. Let's go try and fight a dragon with the Ancestral Infant's head. Nice, Mara. Or, no, you're Argila. Oh, come on. Oh, stuck. Dang it. Alright. That went about as well as I should have expected. But I had hoped for better. Yeah, I think the trouble with trying to make use of the Ancestral Infant's Head will primarily be the range, just because I've gotten so used in this playthrough to just kind of outranging things. Because that's the one real strength of the Wraith Calling Bell. Anyway, up Renna's Rise we go, with our antlers leading the way. Oh, I forgot to get Ranni's outfit, which I think is now at the top of her tower. And there we got the miniature Ranni. Now, to introduce y'all to one of the most bizarre aspects of this game, in my opinion. I'm going to put down Terra Magica. No reason again. So if we rest at this particular grace, we will have the chance to talk to a miniature Ranni. Now, of course, this is a doll, so it says nothing. But we can do it again. It still says nothing.
Oh, a dogged fellow, aren't we?
And the third time,
or is it merely thy
it
habit
talks.
to talk to dolls?
Hey, don't call me out like that, Ranni.
Fine. I hadn't expected any soul to recognize me in this guise.
You made yourself into a doll of yourself.
I cannot allow thee thy freedoms. Perform for me a service as recompense. Eliminate the baleful shadows which prowl these lands. The name of Ranni the Witch is already sullied by thee. I will not brook disobedience in this matter. Perform for me, eliminate the name of I will not.
So yeah, now she wants us to go and do a thing. And we will, at some point, but probably not right now. Because, truthfully, I kind of just want to go and see how I do against the Draconic Tree Sentinel now. You know what? One sec. Let's change up our Wondrous Physic. Now, the one nice thing about the Ancestral Infant's Head is that it has A-tier intelligence scaling, which means it genuinely gets better the more intelligence we have. With that said, that still doesn't make it especially good. just more or less means that we'll have much higher damage than we otherwise would have. So my strategy here is pretty simple. We're going to go up to the Draconic Tree Sentinel, sneak up behind it, and pepper it with the Ancestral Infant's head in Terra Magica. Then we will get far enough away that it de-aggroes, rinse, and repeat. So the nice thing is that this thing has no peripheral vision. So as long as we stick to the edges, we can get back here and cast Terra Magica. Okay, I thought that was going to work, to be fair. And it's not like it didn't do a chunk. Like, it did a very serious amount of damage. I just didn't realize that it would turn around when I cast Terra Magica. I thought that was one of the spells that it wouldn't notice. I forgot to crouch. Give it a sec, it will reset. I think that should be out of sight enough for it to de-aggro. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, so that strategy isn't going to work. Which means I might just need to get good and kill this thing legitimately. In which case, we might leave it until next time, because, as I said before, I'm getting hungry. We have put a good bit of time into this run, and frankly, I think it's going all right. But we will want to pick up next time. And next time we should be able to kill the Draconic Tree Sentinel and head our way into Leyndell. All good things. So yeah, thanks everyone for being here. That's going to be it. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back on Monday, presumably. I hope to see you next time. Later, peoples. Gotta send me off with some H2O. Thank you.